All right, what is up, YouTube watchers? It is Friday, January 10th, 2025, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and put this shit back together because I had to send back the coil springs I got because they sent me coil springs instead of struts, drop struts. So sent those back yesterday, Thursday. Today's Friday. It's about 12 p.m. right now. School ended up getting canceled, so I got Friday off. And I don't even really think it froze here, but they just went ahead and canceled school because it rained all last night and into the early hours of the AM. So they just went ahead and canceled. So I'm going to go ahead and get these struts put on. These spindles put on, get the factory struts put back up in there, put the truck back together, and just see where it sits with some drop spindles compared to the back. And then whenever I get that money reimbursed, whenever they give me my money back, I'm probably going to wait until I get paid again at the end of this month. And like I said, just get some Beltec drop struts. So it'll be another month or so before I can get the drop struts. But I want to see how this sits with just some drop spindles in the front compared to the back. So let me get these ready to install and work on. I just have to install these and install the struts back. Relatively simple, but it'd take a little while. All right, got the control arms, got the spindles put on. As you can see, that's a pretty good difference right there. Nice ball joints. Those are on Rock Auto. Those were the Dorman heavy duty ones, so I'll see how they do. If they do all right, I need to get another inner tie rod for the driver's side. You might could hear this driver's side over here since all the weight's off of it. Let me see. Well, so you can hear that bumping right there. All this is pretty much tight. That's all bumping from that guy down there. It's got just the tiniest bit of play in it. So I need to replace that inner tie rod. Man, I hate doing the inner tie rods on these freaking whatever style this is right here. My mind went blank. It's the same style steering that's on the 99 through 06 trucks, the two-wheel drives, rack and pinion. That means I have to open that boot up, spin that big nut off with the tie rod, seal that boot back up. I don't have really the tools to clamp, the clamps back on that boot. Because I'm sure they're like, oh, well, this one's just like a compression clamp. But this one up in here, I'm sure is like a CV joint type clamp. I can't even feel it or see it right now. But I'm sure that's like a CV joint. I'll have to actually look at it. I haven't looked at it very good. You got to look at it. But anyway, time to get these old guys back in. Factory struts, since, I didn't get mine in. Since Screw Union Fabrication sent the wrong shit. If you didn't watch that video, you don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they sent the wrong shit. So, okay, let me get these guys back on. And then we'll see about setting this thing back down. And yes, I'm going to put the old brake rotors back on, the old brake shoes, calipers back on, brake pads, calipers back on, putting it all back together with the old shit, because that's the beauty of trucks and cars. You could take it back apart and replace it when needed. Another date. So I'll be putting all this shit back together, taking it back apart later. I just really need to get put together because kind of would like to get this truck out of here and maybe start doing a little work to it. But I don't know if this thing sits right. I may just say, fuck it. I won't get the McGaughys or Beltec drop struts. Leave it alone. Put some money into this thing. This thing is so close to being road ready for what it is. Other than needing another bed. But, this thing runs and drives amazing. It drives smooth. I kind of want to just get it. Go ahead and get the title put in my name. Go ahead and get it registered. Here in Texas, I think after this week, maybe this week now it starts. You don't have to get an inspection. You just have to get a register sticker. So I don't have to carry this anywhere to get an inspection done at a shop. I can just drive my happy ass up there and get a sticker up there. All good. I just have to get insurance on the truck. But anyway, all right, let me get the rest of this shit put together and get this motherfucker back put together. I might want to crank this thing. It hasn't been running in about a couple of weeks. The battery might be dead. Same with this truck. Just crank all these vehicles. Have them all running while I'm working in here. I mean, this one don't have any cats, but this one does. Freaking choke me out. But all right. Got everything thrown together in the front end. And now, nah, we're going to have drop struts in the front. That's not sitting low enough. It sat lower with the rough country strut flip. So I'll be ordering a set of Beltec drop struts. But man, I wanted to show something. Okay, this front end, look at how far that's towed out. And on the other side. Look at that side. It's towed out a mile. And this just has the McGaughys drop spindles. Nothing else. Everything else is factory. The struts are factory. Control arms are factory. The upper control arms, I tightened them back down. They didn't change camber, at least what I know of. But even that wouldn't affect this that bad because the camber and caster is looking pretty decent. I mean, the camber isn't that bad. But man, the tow out is crazy. That is like... God, I know it's going to be a little bit towed out because this fender curves in. But man, that just looks crazy. Like, I won't know until I go get it aligned because it desperately needs aligned now. I mean, I guess I've tried to watch other YouTube videos, people installing McGaughys drop spindles on these 07 and up trucks. I don't know how bad they look after installing the drop spindles. Nobody shows that. But, I mean, is that normal? I mean, again, this fender curves in this way. It curves in that way. So, I don't know. All I know is it don't sit lower than the back, so that's whack. You can see where the back sits right there, almost perfect. And then the front, no, the front's still jacked up. This looks like a mini squatted truck. And I hate that. So this thing's gonna get put back up until I get the drop struts. And then I still need to get that other inner tie rod for that side. I mean, if you look at the scrub, like on the ground out here, there's the tracks. Oh yeah, look at this side. You can kind of see this side right here, how it's pushing that way. Yeah, so it's scrubbing pretty good. Yeah, I can see it pushing out. It's pushing out like that. So yeah, God, look at it there. That's like... And the steering wheel is perfectly straight, by the way. But man, that just looks crazy. That's just scary looking. See, you can see the steering wheel perfectly straight. Man, why does it have to be towed out so bad? All I did was install McGaughys drop spindles. I mean, geez. But whatever. I need to stop sitting here and talking smack about them. All I know is when I put drop spindles on that truck there, that 99 throw 6, when I put those drop spindles on it, I just had to I adjusted the toe myself. And I had to turn it in like maybe that much on each side. I had to turn it in. Or no, excuse me, I'm lying. I had to turn it out. I remember now, I had to turn both sides out about like that much, maybe a fourth of an inch on each side. I had to turn them out. And it got the wheels on this thing. You know, that looks crazy, but the steering wheel may not even be straight. It is kind of straight. I don't know. It just, man, it scares me. Because I've been getting so much shit wrong with that 2011 NNBS. I mean, these are kind of turned out a little bit too. And I put a measuring tape on this front end. I mean, a measuring tape on these wheels. I got it towed out about 1/8 of an inch. And I can tell you when I drive this truck, it drives straight as an arrow. It does. This truck still needs to be aligned, but as of now, it drives straight as an arrow. The caster and camber is what I'm worried about, because I got these puppies cambered in all the way. And this wheel kind of looks like it's cambered in. Yeah, a little bit. But again, I need to get this truck. This is the main truck that needs to be on an alignment rack to check everything. Check the rear end. I pulled a tape on that rear end. That rear end is dead nut straight on each side. So it's just, man, you can even see that tire from here. I mean, look at that tire. It looks like I'm making a left turn. It's crazy. But anyway, let me crank this truck up if the battery's not dead. I need to get this thing out. I don't know what all I need for this truck, but I did find on eBay there's people selling OEM, factory GM OEM turn signal housings, $55 each. But, I mean, is it worth it? You know, that $100 and so I could put somewhere else in the truck. I need to make some center caps for these wheels. Let's do a long cold start on this truck. See if this works. Uh-oh, that's a bad sign. Yep. I'll bet the battery's dead because the clicker didn't work, and this clicker works. Yep. Well, the security light's on. Why the hell didn't the clicker work? I don't know. We'll see how dead the battery is. Well, I don't know. It's got enough power to turn it over. Oh, hold on. Turn down the copyright. Nah, I don't know. Clicker's not working. I might need to check the battery. Who knows how old the battery is in that clicker and how old this ancient stuff is. Freaking bed rattles. Man, this truck sounds good. I don't even know if I want to pull it out of here because it stopped raining. Last night was the big rain and school was canceled today. That gives me a Friday off. I might get paid for today too. I don't know, because it's a day, you know, it's out of our hands. So we had to be off. We had to be off. We could have went to school today because it didn't even, there's like a little bit of ice this morning. It got down to 34. So, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Hush, hush. I get a day off and we might get paid today. So whatever. That gives me some time to play with these toys. I might try to find some seats too. Just go back with GM truck 99 through 06 truck seats. Because the more I think about it, I mean, these seats are nice right here. They're comfortable as hell. It's just, I don't really want to have to make seat belts and shit for this. I could do lap belts, but that's not really that safe. I mean, I don't know. And both of these seats are lighter. Well, both of these seats were lighter than one of those Escalade seats. So, but does this really matter? Because there's somebody on Marketplaces selling, there's one guy that's selling for $100. Another guy is asking like $75 for some like tan would half-ass match this, tan colored bucket seats. He's got two of them. The driver's side is a little bit funky, but it's not that bad, and they're both manual seats. So I don't know, but he's all the way up in Shreveport, Louisiana. So I don't know. Man. It's the only bad thing about when your trucks sit out here, they get cobwebs, and spider webs, and birds and everything on them. Luckily, I haven't had a vehicle out here get rats in it, field mice in it. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let me try to pull this truck out, I guess. Man, the power steering on this truck works so good. It's got that hydro boost from that Escalade. Brakes work amazing. Power steering works amazing. Service engine light, but we all know that is from no cats and other stuff that's been, other non-necessary stuff that's been removed from this truck. Okay. God, I should have looked. Hopefully I don't hit anything. So tight in here. Well, tight on this side over here where all my shit is. And I probably need to shut my door. I want to take my door off. Okay, let's get out of here without scratching the front of the truck. The bed I don't care about, especially that side of the bed. It's fucked. I don't care if it gets scratched. Alright, man, this truck just drives so smooth. I know the back is stiff because those shocks were for an Escalade. I don't know if they have the same part number for Silverados, Sierras, Tahoes, Escalades, all that, but those shocks right there, I ordered those specifically for an Escalade. So maybe the truck shocks, the Beltec Street Performance truck shocks are a little bit looser, a little bit smoother. Another thing I thought of is them rough country shocks that's in that NNBS. They're really soft. I wonder how they would do in this truck, being softer. But will these Beltec drop shocks fit that truck over there, because these are drop shocks, like a little bit shorter? I don't know. I'm gonna let this thing run. Hell. But anyway, I'm gonna pause the video right here and walk back over there, put that NNBS back in there, because it obviously needs way more work. That truck I want perfect, like alignment, straight as an arrow. Being able to drive that truck to California and back, well, if California don't burn up. But, you know, hearts out to all those people losing their houses and stuff. Am I the only one that don't feel bad for famous people losing their houses? Like, yeah, you got a lot of money. Who cares? But still, it's sad. But still, I don't care. The only thing I care about is the lower class people that lose their house, that can't afford another house, that may get screwed by the damn insurance. You know, shout out to you people. But anyway, all right, I got this truck put back away until I can get some more parts in and get the front end situated. God damn. Beltec drop struts should take care of that truck, because I can take some rings out and lower the front just a smidge lower than the back. So you can tell, and even I can tell sitting in the truck, that the front end is a little nose up. So, but I guess that's it. That's all I really got. Can't really do anything. That truck, of course, runs amazing. Sitting there idling like a kitten. Sounds good. Got great throttle response when I rack the throttle. The exhaust sounds good. That freaking Chinese Flowmaster copy sounds good. I would compare it to like a Magnaflow. Straight up Magnaflow, just like $100 cheaper. Sounds great. But anyway, okay, anyway. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments on this McGaughys drop spindles, yeah, look at the scrubbing right there. It's just, man. Maybe I should take when the weather is better outside. I think in 2 weeks it's going to get back in the 50s, and you know, maybe touch the 60s. Put this truck up there and just pull a tape on this front end and see how bad it is, and try to attempt to do this myself, because I have to take this to the alignment shop, no ifs, ands, or buts. So just see what I can do. Pull the front end back in some. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope all you guys are safe, whoever's watching. Thanks, and have a great day or night.